Hey everybody, how you doing? IntoWeapons back again with you. Got a new EDC knife to share with you today. Upgrading from my current Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops blade that you have here, and this is like a $15 or $20 blade on Amazon.com, and I've been carrying it for a year and a half, so it's a really good blade. It maintained its sharpness and everything. Didn't have to sharpen it at all actually over the last year. I did have a silver one of these, and it went through the dryer and came apart on me. So again, it's a $20 knife. There's no mistaking that. But very good knife. There wasn't anything wrong with it. But I figured at this point I'd go ahead and upgrade to a better knife, and that's where the Spyderco Sage plain edge knife comes in here, guys. And that's what we're going to be looking at here today. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Spyderco name. It's a very reputable brand out there. There's a lot of different variations and different knives out there. Very popular among EDC enthusiasts. This particular one here, again, is the Sage plain edge knife, and as you can see, it's got the carbon fiber look to it, which is really cool. Also reduces the weight a little bit to it instead of just having a stainless steel handle. The box itself is a pretty standard Spyderco box, just a cardboard box with some welcome letter in there and the original packaging that the knife came in. The box here is labeled C123CFP, and I don't know if that's the model number or not, but as you can see, it's labeled Sage. The blade itself, although the steel that they use, which is CPM S30V, or is it? Yeah, I think it's S30V stainless steel or steel, whatever it is US steel, but the blade is made and sharpened in Taiwan. So although it is made, the blade itself outside the United States, the steel that they use is from within the United States, and it's a high quality steel, so it maintains its sharpness. It's very effective at being a blade material. So some of the specs that we have on this particular blade, guys, I'll just kind of read it off here, is carbon fiber exterior. We have the blade length of 3 inches, cutting edge of 2 5/8 inches, blade thickness of 1/8 inch, a hole diameter there of a 1/2 inch, and the closed length of 4 3/16 inches, overall length of 7 1/8 inches, and 3.2 ounces. It is a little heavier than this Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops blade, but that's to be expected, I guess, with just the size of the blade and some of the, the just bulkier durability that it's built into this particular blade. But very overall close to the dimensions that I currently have here, and this was comfortable to carry, so that wasn't a big deal. The blade is extremely sharp, guys, right out of the box. I've really enjoyed using this blade over the last few weeks. It's fun to play around with. It's easy to get open and closed. You're going to use this hole to open it, and as you can see, kind of flip it open. It has a ball bearing type locking mechanism in here, which helps the blade ride up and down. It's also, kind of the reason that the Spyderco named it the Sage blade. I guess there was a particular guy who invented it, and I don't know all the history on these guys, but it's got some pretty cool history to it. The blade is, again, or the locking mechanism is kind of an interesting design, but works really well. It's got the lock right there. I can push it back, and it closes very easily. The belt clip in the back here is in a very good position. I actually like it. When it rides in your pocket, it only actually shows probably that portion of the blade outside your pocket, so it's pretty concealable. You're not really going to know what it is when it's clipped to your pocket or your belt, or your pocket, I should say. But the clip itself is very durable. I haven't had any problems with it. Retains the knife on my pocket really well. Doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't slide back and forth. And when I put my hand in my pocket, it doesn't seem to get in the way. Again, the sharpness of this blade is awesome, guys. I'll give you just kind of a demonstration here of what it can do. I got some paper, and there's a lot of reviews out there of this knife, so I'm not really going to go into a whole lot of testing it and that kind of stuff. It's really proved itself already, guys. Just kind of showing you what it's capable of. Here's just a piece of paper, as you can see it. Slices right through it. That's generally no problem for these types of knives. We also have, I grabbed a piece of cardboard here, just kind of a thicker piece of cardboard, and that cuts right through it like butter. No problem. Takes a little bit more effort than the paper, obviously, but I also grabbed a plastic bottle. As you can see, it cuts right through that. No problem. Pretty easy. And then I also grabbed just a wood painter stick here, just because it's a pretty decent thickness, so this kind of represents a pretty decent stick or something if you got to cut something off a tree or whittle something, I guess. And as you can see here, it makes pretty quick work of that as well. It's taking off shards of it without much effort. So definitely got some blade to this thing, and it will retain that sharpness pretty well. I don't want to beat up to it beat up on it too bad right now, but you guys get the picture. So overall, I give it a thumbs up, guy. For $94, you really can't go wrong. It's, you know, it's a little bit more of an expensive blade, but you really get what you're paying for it with you know, making it last a lot longer, that kind of thing. If you're a person who loses knives in your pocket, don't buy it. Obviously, for $100, you don't want to, you know, mistakenly lose this thing and have to replace it. And that's, you know, kind of where this came in when I first bought this. I figured if I lost it for 20 bucks, that's not that big of a deal. So I hope this helps somebody else. Appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, take her easy.